Hi, my name is Shan and welcome back to another chaotic video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different. This is going to be a bookish vlog, but I have so much going on in my life right now that I needed a video that wasn't a reading vlog because I'm just not finishing books right now, and I've been wanting to do this for a really long time. I think it was a few years ago, even now, Books and Lala did this video where books controlled her weekend. So she flicked open books and whatever was on that page, she did that over a weekend. So I'm going to be doing something similar. However, I am having to change it up a bit because if you didn't know, I'm in lockdown in Australia, so I'm not allowed to leave my house. Unless I'm going outdoors to do exercise, and I'm only allowed to go 5 kilometers away from my house. So it's going to be a bit hard to just pick a book and do what it says. So what I've done is I've strategically thought of a few things in my head already that I know are in books that I am planning to do this week anyway. Well, it's just one in particular, which will be the very last thing in this vlog. But in the meantime, to fill in the other days, I'm just going to flick open to a page and try and find something that I can do or something that I can eat, stuff like that. But I might have to be a bit more strategic than Kayla was in hers, and I might have to try like multiple times until I can find something. Here's the chaos. Here we go. So the first thing that is happening in this bookish vlog, I don't even know what this is. I'm sorry if this isn't what you signed up for, but my life. Pretty much in this bookshelf here, the books that I think I'm going to be choosing from, this middle shelf is like blue colored books. Is something what is going on? That's better. Ugh, I'm not refilming it. And this bottom shelf there is like books that I've given 4 or 5 stars. Mostly just 5 stars this year. So I'm going to be picking mostly, if not all. No, I'm going to decide now. I'm going to pick only from the books that I've read this year. My 2020 reads are going to choose what I do. Like I said, today, the first thing, if my child will not have a tantrum, is this book, Under Rose-Tainted Skies, is about a girl who is agoraphobic. And one of the very first chapters in this book, she gets groceries delivered to her house because her mum is going away, and like I said, she's agoraphobic, so she doesn't leave her house. So, and that's kind of how the story starts, by her getting these groceries delivered to her house. And today I'm actually getting groceries delivered to my house, so I figured I'm going to start this vlog now because I already thought of a book that I'm already doing something that's in here. So I mean, it's not that exciting, but I actually am allowed to leave my house to go and get groceries. But I'm trying not to because I can wear a mask in public, but I can't put a mask on my 1-year-old. So if I had to take him to go and get the groceries, I just feel like it's not fair on him because he can't be protected with a mask sort of thing. Anyway, so yeah, we're getting groceries delivered. Like I said, the main character gets groceries delivered and they leave it on her front porch, which is what I have asked our grocery delivery person to do for us. I do not have agoraphobia, so I'm able to go and get mine, but the problem in this story is that she doesn't like to leave her house, so she has to venture onto her porch to go and get the groceries. This is like basically the very first chapter, so don't worry, it's not a spoiler. I stop, steal a glance through the window and out onto the porch where I can see the 3 brown paper bags. A packet of luncheon meat is starting to sweat. A carton of eggs is no doubt boiling in the still blistering heat. Even in the early evening, the California sun is merciless. A buffet of smells permeating the air, calling out to a bunch of ravenous brown bears. I have to get the bags. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I haven't talked about this book in a while. I read it at the beginning of the year. I had a different copy that I read. I read this edition, which I don't really like the cover. Like, this is cuter to me. Just the color scheme just fits me more. Yeah, I read that copy and then my boyfriend picked this out at the bookstore for me, not knowing I'd already read it. But I'm going to keep this one and maybe get rid of the other one. But yeah, I haven't talked about this book in a while. Okay, I'm going to have to go because my child is making a mess. But I'm going to flick this book open and Carrie made a face and thrust aside the unwashed purple fruit she had collected earlier. What fruit is that? I have blueberries. We can eat blueberries. Is there anything else I can do in this book? Okay, I don't know, I'm gonna have to come back because he put food all over the ground, so hold on. Hi, I'm back. I'm sorry, my life is kind of a while at the moment. I have no idea how I'm gonna edit this, but what I think I need to do is pick all the things that I'm gonna do over the weekend from the books and choose them all now and then like cut in the clips later. I don't really know. But I didn't really tell you what this was about. I don't know, do you need to know what these books are about? I'm kind of like trying to highlight books that I've read this year that I've enjoyed again on my channel is kind of my thought process for this. But anyway, this book is an Australian, he's gonna play with the toy now. It's a First Nations Aboriginal Australian author. Yes, and it is about this woman named Kerry who returns back to her hometown where she grew up. She's recently got out of jail, I think. Or no, she's trying to avoid going to jail. Her girlfriend is in jail. And she returns back to her hometown because her grandfather is quite old and there's things to do with their family and the white people of the town trying to take sacred land and build on it. So yeah, really important read. Deals with quite heavy topics, so definitely be ready to look up trigger warnings. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so I have the food from this one, which was unwashed, but I mean, we washed it. So it looks like the next thing I'm going to do from this book is an outfit. So this says, Kerry examined herself in the mirror on the cupboard door. Hair plaited, black jeans with runners and Ken's oversized shirt. Perfect. She was any gender, any dark race. So I guess that's going to be my outfit, although it is too hot to wear jeans, so we might do jean shorts. Another book that I've enjoyed this year that hasn't really been on my channel much because it wasn't in a vlog is One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. This is obviously a super hyped book because this author had the previous book Red, White and Royal Blue that was very popular. I actually preferred this one more, I think because it was sapphic, but there you go, I loved this. Probably don't need to tell you what this one is about, but yeah, it is sapphic and it involves time travel. So we'll pick something from this. Okay, so this page says, Nico's already lit a bundle of sage and set it to smoulder in an abalone bowl. He's at the table carefully arranging incense and a ring of crystals around tall white candles, the kind you see in a Catholic church when you're leaving a prayer for the Virgin Mary. Except August is definitely the only virgin here and she doesn't think praying to her would accomplish anything. Oh damn, I just packed up like all my candles and I think I had incense in there as well. I don't have sage. I have one candle that's still out. Okay. I am going to light a candle. Okay, another book that I haven't spoken about on my channel in a while that I also loved is The White Girl by Toni Birch, another First Nations Aboriginal Australian author. This is a historical fiction about this woman, Odette, who is looking after her granddaughter. Her daughter had a baby and just left. So Odette is looking after her granddaughter and yeah, there's a lot of things going on where white people are not very nice. So, okay, and this is literally perfect. The alternate cover of this has a bath on the front because the characters, they talk about a bath a couple of times in this, but here we are. When Sissy arrived home from school one afternoon the following week, she found Odette in the backyard, stoking hot coals under the bathtub and running buckets of water from the laundry. Odette marched breathlessly back and forth across the yard, spilling more water on the ground than she managed to tip into the tub. But you're heating the bath water. You've never done that on a Wednesday. Why are you putting water in the bath? Because I'm about to get in it and wash myself, Odette snapped. I can take a bath any day I feel like it, she added. After all, I'm a grown woman. So looks like I'm going to take a bath this weekend. All right, I'm going to see if there's anything in Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine that I can do this weekend as well. So I'm just going to, this is like the floppiest book too, so it makes flipping to a page just like so satisfying. Okay, perfect. So I'm at the scene where she's getting her nails done at the nail salon. I cannot go to the nail salon, but I can do my own. She carefully patted each fingertip dry. I wondered why she hadn't simply asked me to remove my hands using her voice and pass me the towel so I could dry them using my hands, since I was enjoying, at current point of reporting, full use and motor function in all limbs and extremities. Perhaps that is what pampering meant though, literally not having to lift a finger. Casey set to work with the tools, pushing back my cuticles and trimming them when required. I essayed some chit chat, aware that this was the done thing in the circumstances. Okay, Kian's talking in the background, but another book that I haven't really spoken about much on my channel is Let's Talk About Love by Claire Can, which I also really enjoyed. And this is about a character who is asexual and just navigating relationships, life, you know, defining that label for herself, I guess. So let's see. Every time I open, there's something that I can't do. That's really why I want to take the bus. I can't take the bus. I can't go anywhere. Oh, perfect. This line says, "Oh, I love you too. Scrambled eggs and coffee, please." I can do that. I can make scrambled eggs for breakfast tomorrow. Perfect. Finally. Okay, we can't go to the doctor. This is turning out to be a fail. Let's just move on to the next book, maybe. The Boy from the Mish. Okay, so this one says, "Where are we going?" Thomas asked. "Just for a bushwalk." So I don't exactly have a bush to walk through, but we can go for a walk. Canoe. We can't go canoeing. Okay. Why don't you take Thomas and the kids down to the lake? Okay, we don't have a lake near us, but we have a lagoon, so we can do that. Okay, maybe there's something in Malibu Rising we can do. The page I opened to says, "Brandon looked at homes with a real estate agent every day for 6 weeks before finding the perfect one." Foreshadowing for later in this video. Oh, here we go. "Chocolate cake," Lara said. "Since when does Jay Reaver eat chocolate cake?" We can eat cake. Kian is playing with something again that's noisy. Cool. Okay, let's try Honey Girl. The first line I read is, "And we got married." So probably not going to get married this week. Right, let's try a heart in the body. A heart in a body in the world. Okay, I just got to the part where the main character is cutting all her hair off in the bathroom. So, looks like I'm giving myself a haircut. She takes one last look at herself, but doesn't hesitate. The long brown hair, well, it has to go. She should have done this months ago. It's harder to do than you think, actually physically harder, but maybe just because her hair is still damp and Yvonne's scissors are dull. Fat lumps drop into the sink. She reaches around to the back. She doesn't give a shit, honestly, how it looks. It's a bit of a dramatic movie cliche, this suddenly hacking of hair, but she doesn't give a shit about that either. What matters is that it's gone. Look, if I run out of things to do, I might have to pop back in later, but this is almost turning into a failure, so I'm going to go because he knows as well. This is what you signed up for, the chaotic content. Okay, I just want to give a shout out to the stabilization on the camera I used for this clip because it is so smooth and the ground is like really bumpy and rocky, and I had it sitting on my pram, which was like bouncing around, and the clip has turned out so smooth. I just had to cut in here and say I was really impressed when I got the clip onto my computer. My chocolate cake. It's actually a brownie, but we're gonna pretend it's not. If you are a hairdresser, just look away because you may die at this part at me hacking at my own hair. I feel like I need to figure out how to do my hair better now that it's short, but I've done most of the things that were on my original list. This was meant to be like a books control my weekend thing. It was actually a long weekend, so we had a public holiday on the Monday and today is Tuesday, but I always forget that on weekends we always spend a lot of family time and I don't film things, so I'm sorry if this wasn't as exciting as it was supposed to be in my head. But I'm going to tell you the last thing that is happening in this video. The book that I am getting it from is Anxious People. I know that half of these it was like randomly decided by books by just flipping them open, and half of them like I was just thinking of a book that had the thing. Yeah, exactly. But this book, if you didn't know, involves the characters that are in an open house. And if you didn't know, I've spoken about it before briefly maybe, and it's definitely been on my Instagram. I've been trying to move house for a while, and today I'm finally going to a house inspection. Because of COVID, it is a little bit different to in Anxious People where it's like an open house. This one's not open because of lockdown. Only one person can go in at a time. So anyway, it doesn't really matter. The logistics is basically I've had to submit my application and I get to go in by myself and look at the house. Also, it's different because they were selling their house and this is a rental, but it's fine. It's the same thing. The other book that I was thinking about doing something from is Big Little Lies, which if you didn't know, I think this is my favorite book of the year. And in this book, there are a lot of scenes that happen at a cafe by the beach, which the house that I'm looking at is quite close to the beach. And I know there are cafes, but again, we're in lockdown, so I don't know if they're closed or if, are they just doing takeaway? I don't really know. Also, I don't really want to spend a lot of time there. Kian is not coming with me to the inspection. He, unfortunately for him, has inherited my really bad car motion sickness. So he literally vomits everywhere we go in the car. So I'm actually going to leave him with my mum, who I'm very lucky lives like in the next street to me at my current house. So yes, I'm going to leave him with her for an hour while I drive out, go and look at this house, and then that's pretty much this video. So let's go. Her son deserved to see one of the top 10 most beautiful beaches in the world. Her beautiful, extraordinary son. She kept looking at him in the rear vision mirror, her heart aching. Hi, how you going?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. You found it okay?
Yes. But yeah, no, so it's got this is the front bedroom. All the bedrooms have built-ins and ceiling fans.
Okay.
Then you've got your main bathroom.
Okay.
So you've got your garage that has like the internal access plus also access to the yard.
Oh, nice.
Then it's all, open plan.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yes, and then you walk through to the walk-in robe and the ensuite.
Hi, so I'm just editing the video and realized I didn't finish it off. So the last thing I think you saw was me looking at the house, which I am going to move into, so I kind of really just gave like a sneak peek if I could, because I do want to do like a full empty house tour on the day I'm moving. I've already started a moving vlog. So yes, this was kind of a fail because I don't know. I'm still going to upload it because it's funny to me that I literally just cut all my hair off with like blunt scissors, which it is very uneven. So I'm going to have to get Daniel to help me after we move house, probably just like even it up, because yes, I'm aware it is very not neat. So sorry if you were a hairdresser and were cringing at that part, but I didn't have time. Like I should have done it in like layers, so like it wasn't so thick, but I just don't have time. I have a baby, so I had to literally just like hack at it until it was all gone. But anyway, so yeah, this was fun, having books decide, or what I did. Oh, also I didn't go and get coffee at the beachside cafe because I also didn't have time. But you can kind of see the beach or the sand from my house. I think I inserted the clip. So from the house I'm moving into, you can just see the sand over the hill. So I'm gonna pretend I went to a cafe. Maybe I'll do this again and I actually will go to a cafe. That can be the first thing I do. But yes, thank you for watching. Sorry this was just weird and chaotic like everything I post, but like I definitely need to neaten it because it's like giving me like Lord Farquaad vibes at the moment, because like but anyway, yeah, thanks for watching books controlling my weekend. Also, by the way, I'm of course gonna have Kayla's Books and Lala's video that this was all inspired by. Hers is like a lot more, it's just better than this, so go and watch hers if you haven't already. It's from like 2 years ago. She bought a car in hers. I went back and rewatched it just before I started editing. So yes, I'm very aware that it is very inspired by her. So don't think I am just copying her and not realizing it. Like, I know that's why I'm doing it, because she did. Go and watch hers if you haven't already, because it's really good. And if you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. And like I said, I'm filming a moving vlog and it will be out. Oh, I actually haven't set up my internet for the new house, so I don't know when it's going to be out. And this is the chaos that my life is. Okay, bye.